we need something in place where we can make Britain great again. And I just hope that Trump coming over here, they have good talks, and maybe there's a way they can influence or help or support in any way.
How do you think someone with like Trump's politics would help, the most vulnerable people in the UK? Like, someone like Trump is saying, let the rich get richer and everyone else.
Possibly, but I do also feel that there's a hidden agenda going on in all politics and all around the world at the moment, and it's quite scary. But I think all we can do is come together as the people of our own countries and stick together and say, look, this is our country, we want to take it back and we need to make it strong again and make it great again, should we say. And
when was the last time Britain was great?
Before COVID.
Dangerous or not, he's the leader of America.
It has been weird to see. We were just looking and there's quite a few Trump hats.
I didn't realise there would be Trump supporters in the UK.
Trump is a legend. You see what what he's doing in America, and I wish he'd come and do the same here.
Maniac.
Yeah, a clown.
Some people are more passionate than others. Like I said, I'm pretty neutral. I'm just here to see what the crack is, really, yeah.
We've just got the train from London and arrived in Windsor because Trump is here today to be welcomed by the King. I've never been to Windsor before, so I can't tell you what's normal for police in terms of how many there are, but there seems to be literally tons of them already. So we're going to try and see if, they're expecting any disruption or if they're just expecting thousands of American Republicans so excited to, celebrate that special relationship. What do you think about Trump being welcomed to the UK?
Do you know, it's mixed feelings, isn't it? I think he can do some good things for Britain. We don't always agree with his politics, but we only know about him from the media, so it's kind of difficult to give a proper opinion.
What do you think? It's fake news?
No, those are his words.
Can you explain what your painting means?
Me. Okay.
Me.
Yeah, and the second thing, and he will hijack the occasion. That's why I paint him as a Stone Age barbarian. Which is he just went to cousin hijack the king.
I would say that sometimes the media do blow things up a little bit more just for sensation.
What do you think they've brought?
But I'm sure a lot of what that is written is probably true.
Yeah. What do you think's been blown up?
I don't know. I as I said, I have open opinions. I think that I'm a little bit concerned about how he perhaps treats the immigrants in his country. I think he's maybe sometimes a little trigger happy. But as with all things and with all leaders, I'm sure there's a lot of good things he's doing, as well as things that maybe we don't agree with.
Why are you such a fan of Trump? What do you think that he's done that's so great?
Well, since he took over from Joe Biden, he has transformed America because he loves his people. Whatever he said in his manifesto, he's delivering them. There is a saying, charity begins at home. So if you are a president or a leader, you have to look out for your citizens first.
But you said that he's, delivering on his manifesto, but it's not like the economic situation in America is better. He said that he would withdraw from lots of foreign wars. He hasn't done that. He's, deploying the National Guard in a way that many people would say is autocratic. He's, going and arresting people in their homes. Do you think that's right? Do you think that's the type of politics we'd like to see in the UK?
No, what he's doing, he said he's arresting people at home. It's the criminals.
They're not.
Most of them are criminals. Why is that he's deporting them? He's deporting most of them because most of them are living there illegal. And apart from that, he's delivering the economy is good. American economy is good.
You think we need a Trump in the UK?
Absolutely.
What is it that you like so much about what he's doing in America?
The phrase is promises made, promises kept. He is draining the swamp, and he's not a politician. He's a businessman, and he loves his country. He loves the people who voted him in, and he's making great strides. I mean, you think about what he's achieved in the short amount of time in his second term.
Yeah, what has he achieved?
Well, Doge to start with. He's garnering peace all over the world. Although,
it's not doing that great.
it's coming, but he's got a lot of opposition. And if they would allow him to do what he needs to do, we would have peace globally, 100%.
Okay, wait, Elliot, tell me about your sign.
Well, I'm saying that appeasement didn't work with Hitler. I don't think he'll work with Trump either. As we did in the 1930s, we didn't encourage him, but we didn't condone him either. And I think that needs to be done with Trump.
Do you think inviting him to the UK kind of like legitimises the politics he stands for?
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that it's a second state visit, which is completely unprecedented for a president, it's not sending a good message to the international stage as well as to America.
Are you surprised about how many people there are here like supporting Trump?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Any time I see someone supporting Trump, it just seems utterly bonkers. I struggle so much to. I find it very difficult to talk to people properly. I don't know how you get through to people like that. I don't understand it.
People who are actually running this world that most people don't even know about want war because it makes them money and they get very rich from it. So when Trump's coming in and trying to make peace around the world, he did that his last term. They all said that he was going to create war with North Korea. Well, he didn't.
The US bombed Iran.
I beg your pardon?
The US bombed Iran.
There is a lot going on that we do not know about, and I 100% believe that Trump is a good man, he's a godly man, he's doing the right thing, and it will come good.
We should accept him, and we should kind of welcome him with open arms, but we shouldn't necessarily big him up all the time. And I think we need to kind of tread a fine line between being cautious of him and just completely being obsessed with him. I think we need to kind of be in the middle.
I'm female, so I think the way he's approaching female health and females' choices, not only in America, but also if you look at the African countries, the amount of money that's been cut from their budgets, from their aid, is absolutely horrendous. But I think that we have to welcome him. I don't think we have much choice, really. He's President of the United States. He is integral in how well our country and our economy, so we have to do what we can do. And I think actually we've got the pomp and ceremony that nobody else has in the world. So I think if we've got that, then we should use it to our advantage and see what we can do with it, which is what we're doing today. So I can't believe there'll be many Trump supporters here, if I'm honest.
I come anytime he comes to Europe, I come to that country. I came to France, I came to Italy, I came to the Vatican, to the Netherlands, to Scotland, and now to England. And I'm doing this essentially in order to try to grab his attention because I'm trying to get a picture with the president.
So you're a big Trump fan?
Yes, a huge Trump fan, ever since I was 12 years old.
He's very straightforward, and I think he's a good businessman. So he runs the country like people want it rather than politicians, I suppose.
Do you think people want, all those deportations? You think they want, limited access to healthcare?
I think so. They want it for themselves. They don't want to share it all and put strain on the American resources. I think maybe England needs to do that similar sort of thing.
Most of the governments, whether they're left or right, are self-serving, and we need someone like Trump who is basically kicking ass in America to come here and do the same.
Do you feel very disillusioned with politics in the UK?
Oh, 100%. They're a bunch of muppets. There's a lot of them. Wouldn't trust any of them.
Is there anyone you'd like to see in number 10?
Yeah, Trump.
What about Farage?
There's things that I'm not 100% with Farage, but yeah, maybe.
So my poster says Trump down the side, and it says tyrant, racist, untruthful, misogynist and Putinite, and it's in the colours of the Ukraine because I just feel that those are the things that he stands for and so on. And I just needed to come and get my views across about how I feel about him. I don't have a problem with the visit per se, because I think that Trump, if you said no to him, he would take offence and he would actually make things even worse for the UK.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get on the wrong side of him, that's for sure, so I see both sides.
Yeah, I see the factors. You don't want to be on the wrong side of him, as much as everyone can say, oh, we hate what he does, which is totally agree, hate what he does, but you don't want to be on the wrong side of Trump.
Okay, so we've been in Windsor for maybe like 5 hours. It all seems to be sort of quieting down now. Honestly, there were probably more police and journalists combined than there were people. Either who were just there to have a look at what was going on, or who were, vehemently opposing or supporting Trump. I think what's like really struck us is that in 2016, Trump coming to the UK or Trump being president was like a massive deal that caused like a huge division in opinion. And people seem to have just accepted his presidency as fact, as something that it's just the world that we live in. They're very rational towards it. They're saying we might disagree with what he says, but Starmer's got no other option than to sort of pander to him. And yes, you have people who think, oh, we need a Trump-like character here, and then seem to have like a lot of cognitive dissonance about what Trump actually stands for and what his policies would look like in the UK. And you have the people who think, he's an autocrat, he's an evil person. But so many people just don't seem to care. They don't seem to have an opinion. They're just like, it is what it is, and we've got to get on with it.
My husband even said you should stand as an MP for Nigel Farage, but I don't think so.
But your husband wants to be a Reform MP?
No, he wants me to be a Reform MP.
Really?
Yeah, because I work in tax and accounts, and he's saying that you could give him the edge, but I'm not sure, yeah. Yeah.